Hey folks, welcome back to ESEA Land Season 15. I am Dustin Moret, and joining me is going to be Justin Sunman Summy. And as we told you over there at the analyst desk, we are going to be bringing you the matchup between iBUYPOWER and United5. Loser goes home. Winner goes on to play against the loser of Complexity and Titan, which will occur directly after this is over. So we still got plenty of Counter-Strike left going on tonight. The first map we are going to see is actually going to be on DE Cash, which, of course, iBUYPOWER and U5 played earlier in this tournament. And in that set, iBUYPOWER, one of the maps that iBUYPOWER beat United5 on was, in fact, DE Cash. So are you surprised it wasn't vetoed, or do you understand why maybe it got left in?
Maybe they know what they did wrong, and they can fix it. They feel like they can fix their mistakes and capitalize on it. And maybe they saw something that from the match, and when they got done playing and saw, hey, we did this wrong, we could have done it better. We know we can beat it next time.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think it was me and Alex who casted that, if I'm not mistaken. And what we noticed is that U5's executions were really good. They had like a really good A hit, and they would just lose in like the 3v3 post-plant situations. Yeah. So as a team, whenever that's the reason why you're losing, it's not like you're getting shut down. You're able to actually execute what you want, get the bomb planted. It's just afterwards they were struggling to prevent the retake. So that could be one reason why United5 picked this. Maybe they feel confident that their strats were working, but they just weren't necessarily hitting their shots on the hold. So maybe they see that maybe they can improve upon that. So that might be part of it.
And I know U5 had a set 2 maps they were going to always veto for this. That also plays a factor. So,
do you know what those maps were? Or?
Yes.
Well,
I told him I wouldn't tell, but.
Oh my God. All right. Well.
One of them's train.
Okay. Well.
The other one's nuke.
Everyone literally
no, it doesn't
spilled
matter.
The beans.
All the teams know they've been vetoing those maps. So.
Yeah. Everybody's actually, like, we haven't seen Train yet this entire event, which I think a lot of the reasons because it's a different version of Train than what's been used at most other international competitions, especially. Right. DreamHack Winter, which is where, Complexity, iBUYPOWER, and Titan are all coming from, and not only just playing there, but also the boot camp they did to prepare for that event. They weren't playing the version of Train that we use, so it's not rare that those teams would get rid of that at all. So it's just weird how we were seeing the same maps basically being played every time. I think I've seen Cash and Inferno several times.
Yeah, Inferno's usually always popular, and then there's always Dust 2 mixed in there quite a bit. So
right on.
Yep.
But it looks like we're about to go live on 3 in the match. So we're about to switch over to the game here in just a second. As it will be, in fact, United5 starting out on the CT side. It will be Storm, Moses, TM, Warden, and XP3. And then for the T side, of course, it will be Adren, Anger, Daze, Skadoodle, and AZK. We are going to go ahead and take a look at this first round here to see what is going to happen, to see how this match will start off. iBUYPOWER had a rough time against Titan, but they had an easy street against Mousepats. U5 had a tough best of 3 against Homeless that you just saw, where it went the distance, and all the maps were pretty close. So I think U5, both teams have momentum behind them as far as how they've done in their last set played. So we'll see what happens. Looks like we are going to see iBUYPOWER looking to do a huge execute here on the site here. So we're going to switch over actually to TM, who's going to be the primary defender of this bomb site, though he does in fact have Moses in the connector on the rotation, as well as one mid player that'll be there. So here comes the push. TM playing in the corner here with the USP. Going to not be able to get anything going. Anger and AZK are going to go ahead and take care of things here. We see Storm on the rotate. AZK working his way here in the squeaky door. Bomb is being planted by Skadoodle right now, as we are going to switch out here to see what's happening. As you can see, everybody kind of positioned up here. Forklift, A-Main, and Squeaky players coming in. Anger able to pop off a couple of frags there. Warden going to be your last man standing. Switch over to him with the USP. But a nice headshot there on the AZK, but Anger will go ahead and finish off the round. So iBUYPOWER with a good A execution there. TM gets neutralized, and they're able to take the site.
Yeah, it was nice entries. They also had Adren had brought a Molotov, and he threw that towards quad box. That way it would eliminate that spot, because if there was a guy there, he would have fell back and exposed himself. But nice picks there, getting in there, and just only lost 2, I think, right?
Absolutely.
So U5's not going to buy armor in this round like we see a lot of teams do.
Right, looks like iBUYPOWER is looking to go ahead and try to boost up mid. We do see TM over here actually going to be able to peek out and try to take Daze down, but the grenades are going to come in, and AZK able to pick up a frag. Moses going to eat a grenade there from Anger as well. We are going to go ahead and see some CTs actually trying to flank through mid-garage. Not going to happen. Storm, your last man standing here. One versus 4 with the P2000 and CT spawn. Anger is just going to press into him, though, with the AK, and that'll be the end of that. So 2-0 is the score in favor of iBUYPOWER.
Yeah, it's weird. That's like the first SMG I've seen besides P90 on AZK. He's an MP9 right now. That's kind of strange, and it looks like U5 is going to buy up promises here, so if he keeps this, he could be at a disadvantage, and it looks like Adren has a pistol for right now as well.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a huge, early buy that might catch iBUYPOWER off guard. We'll see what happens here. Looks like, once again, iBUYPOWER is starting to gather up towards mid and A at this point, and they're once again going to go for that boost here. We can see it there with Days getting boosted up on the boxes. We'll switch to him here as he does actually have the bomb as well. He's trying to peek mid here. Warden actually going to be able to get off the first frag, though. From the vents, actually, Days is going to creep down into mid. Tries to see if he can spot one. He does spot one in CT connector, but I believe Warden is still in the vents. He's able to pop off another frag, so we'll switch over to him here as he's doing a great job with those past couple of frags. As the bomb is actually down in middle because of all this, so we're going to have to see Skadoodle, Adren, and AZK try to scramble something together here to see if they can get that bomb back. You see Skadoodle working his way out here with the Galil. AZK and Adren are with him, all in mid at this point. Adren able to pick up one frag there. Get over to XP3 now, who's going to be spotting it out here from the CT spawn with the FAMAS. Looks like the bomb has been collected right now by Adren. He's trying to actually work his way back over towards B, possibly through checkers. So Warden is going to be here in heaven. Also one CT inside the site. So they are going to have a bit of a crossfire here. It's going to be Storm and Warden trying to hold this off. We'll keep it on Warden. Storm inside the site. Warden here just trying to spot the site crossing. Storm going to go ahead and get one frag there. AZK going to get into the pit. Warden going to fire off some shots here. Not able to get the frag, but it looks like Moses is able to clean up anyway. And so a great job there from U5 on the early buy. Not only is it important that they won, but they only lost one player in the process, so pretty good job.
I was just going to say that because iBUYPOWER has enough to buy this round, so if they were to lose like 3 guys, even 2, they would have to drop more guns, and if iBUYPOWER were to win that round, they'd be on a double save, so it's nice they get a little bit of bang from that, only losing one player, like you said.
Right on, so they still have the 3 FAMASes and then an M4 and an AK-47, which were, of course, the AK collected from the T side. Like you said, iBUYPOWER is still bought. They're once again really looking for this mid-boost type situation yet again. And this time it looks like United5 is being a little bit more passive about it. But here comes the huge A-hit. TM is down on spot. Moses here to see what he can do. Lots of nades coming in. He's trying to stay alive here. Another kill in from Dazed onto XP3. Moses trying to get something, but Dazed at it again. We're watching Storm here on the rotate through truck. Spots one on top of the site, but going to get taken down as well. And Anger did a great job that round. Actually a 3K round for him. Dazed with 2. And so iBUYPOWER not letting that eco or early buy get to him there. They're going to win another round now, 3-1.
Yeah, U5 is going to have to save here, but they will only save 1 instead of 2 if they were to lose more guys that previous round. No real special pistols here. 1 250 or 2 250s now, but yeah, it was a nice hit. I'd like to see what iBUYPOWER does on their next full gun round for both sides.
Yeah, once again, we're going to see iBUYPOWER boosted up, and the eco press is at mid. We see Days getting 1 kill. AZK also chiming in with 1. They're spotting TM as well inside that CT connector. As it looks like we do have a couple of CTs there. One still towards A, but Skadoodle takes them out. So the last 2 CTs are actually trying to rotate now CT spawn towards the A-bomb site, and AZK and Days are just going to press into them. AZK going to get that 1 kill, and then TM will fall quickly afterwards by AZK. So it's now 4-1. But with United5 being able to buy up again here in this round, maybe we'll finally see them be able to string a couple of rounds together. Yeah,
and iBUYPOWER didn't lose anybody in that round, so they're getting their bank up as well. And that's bad for United5. Being up 4-1, iBUYPOWER has a huge lead, even with the money and the guns that they have right now. But Moses is the only one that has a FAMAS, so they're still U5 still looking good for their money this round at least.
Yeah, it looks like once again we're just seeing iBUYPOWER kind of use the same initial mid-control setup here with Daze just trying to peek out and get information. He has the second player boosted. Daze getting the entry there onto Moses. Anger onto XP3. And they're doing a great job here. Looks like they're trying to work their way up, possibly mid to A. We do see one player still there, but Warden and CT able to come out and get a kill onto Anger. Daze is going to chase and try to make the trade, but he won't be able to. Great play by Warden here. Let's switch over to him as he's looking for more blood here. AZK trying to chase him down the connector, but he's going to be able to take out Storm. Instead, Warden remains alive, but with just 7 HP. TM is going to be at the A-bombs out here trying to fight off the A push, but it's not going to happen. So now Warden in a 1 versus 3 with just 7 hit points. He is going to be trying to look for action here. One spawns up on the balcony. Nice kill there on the AZK, but now 1 versus 2. 1 in connector, 1 inside the site. smoke up to block Adren for now, but that will dissipate shortly. And this is a really crazy crossfire that Warden has to try to push into to get this round. He knows one is side or quad. He's going to peek quad, spots that, but doesn't even pay attention there to the connector. So Adren able to get the surprise kill in the back there. And iBUYPOWER now getting 3 rounds in a row. Another eco probably coming in from U5, but after that, they'll be on that maximum money bonus for a while.
Yeah, and the next buy round U5 has now, they need to control middle more. They know iBUYPOWER is going to be taking mid with at least 2 guys with flashes over, so they need to address that. Maybe stack 3 guys at the start or 2 guys and boost up in the vents and just give up A with one player watching it just at the very start.
Yeah, we'll check again as once again we do see them pressing out mid. Daze this time leading the charge straight over towards the vent. Spots one, and connector does a fair amount of damage, looking for the kill. Adren will get it instead with the grenade, but here comes the press inside the site. AZK clearing it out by him's lonesome right there. And so the B-bomb site is open for business to bomb. We'll be planning, we'll switch over to TM here, who is going to be rotating with his teammate at mid. That's going to be XP3. Looks like TM is going to be heading towards the vents while XP3 is going to be floating all the way around to the B lobby. TM is going to spot out checkers here. Adren's waiting for him. AZK also pressing mid. So TM's about to get pinched here inside vents, but he's able to catch AZK off guard, gets the kill there. We'll collect that gun. So that'll help the cause of United5 in being able to buy next round, unless he gets caught by Anger here at mid, and he will. So that's one player down. It's now up to XP3 here with the 2000. Trying to see what he can do. Nice headshot there on the Anger, looking to try to collect that gun back, but Adren's going to chase him down here in the mid garage and prevent that yet again. So iBUYPOWER losing a couple of members there, but preventing any saves from United5, forcing all of their players to use their money to buy this round.
Yeah, I think sacrificing those 2 Ts is more important than giving away 1 rifle to a CT at this point with their current money and such. But yeah, now XP3 has an op, so I'm looking for him to go mid with at least a supporter and try to hold that down. Or play A alone and have more people play mid.
Yeah, it looks like neither one. It seems like U5 is just giving up mid this time. They don't even want to contest it and give picks away. Basically, they're just going to allow Daze and company to take mid, but force them to do something with it. XP3 actually going to be able to fire off an op shot there from the connector area onto Skadoodle, but here comes some pressure here from mid. We see him trying to spot things around right now. Nothing really going on just yet. So we see Anger and company here moving up mid right now. Bomb is mid as well. Pretty much everybody from iBUYPOWER is going to be mid, but it seems like they might head back towards B. We see Anger heading towards B lobby and a couple inside the vents. So maybe we'll actually switch over here and see what's going on over at the A side of things, or excuse me, B side of things, as we do see Warden does get 1 kill there. Smoke up on him, but there's a good gap here, so he should be able to spot. Z is going to come back out and start playing over here at the teal area. Anger still trying to fire through. Storm actually gets 1 kill, gets the bomb down. Warden is going to press in, but TM will actually come on the flank and get the kill instead. So United5 finally finding some victory there. 6-2 is the score.
Yeah, they didn't even do what I said, but they got the first pick from XP3, which was important, and then they kind of just gave up mid. Instead of contesting with like one or 2 guys and dying or trading unevenly, they just didn't really lose anybody and got the first 2 picks of the round. So iBUYPOWER, of course, can still buy with their huge bank.
Yeah, it seems like once again they may go for this boost here at mid. We see Daze going ahead and chucking those nades over. Skadoodle is going to be there for the boost. AZK going to get boosted first. Daze going to follow suit. Adren watching for A pushes. We have Warden actually playing passive in CT connector once again. So we see this type of passive setup, but they're actually floating more towards B and they're just giving up A completely. Not even any presence in the connector at this point. So iBUYPOWER will pretty much waltz in the mid for free, but what can they do with it? Good positioning here from the CTs could still prevent a take, as long as they're keeping their eyes open, as XP3 does actually kind of try to peek out mid there with the op, but not able to connect any shots there. We'll switch back over to him as we'll see what he's going to try to do here. Going to throw another flash out. I think he may go for a repeat here with the op, and he does. Checking things out. Misses the shot on AZK. Takes a lot of damage. Daze will finish him off. So we'll go back out here to see what's going to happen as we do see iBUYPOWER starting to press their way into CT spawn. Actually, Daze going to lead the charge here. Gets a nice kill onto Warden. We'll start pressing into spawn, but I think the pinch is actually going to take place at B. And we're going to see if Storm can hold on here. So he will fall immediately there. And so I think the remaining 2 CTs, which are going to be Moses and TM, are likely just going to have to stay over here at A and save, giving the round over to iBUYPOWER, which will make it 7-2. So iBUYPOWER so far doing a great job. They've gotten mid pretty much every time that they've wanted it. And with the exception of a couple of rounds, they've been able to kind of exercise their will once doing so. So you kind of offered one suggestion a minute ago on what U5 might do. What do you think from what you're seeing now? What is the option for U5 at this point?
Well, I think U5 or iBUYPOWER actually figured out like how to beat passive middle, or they knew, they just didn't realize they were going to use it. So once they used it once, it wasn't going to fool them again. So they knew how to do it. They just got the pick. They took out a XP3 and pretty much had the entire map. Like once you have mid control, you can branch out anywhere. You have like so many different options where you can go, fall back, go anywhere. But what they should do, what I said before, just take mid control and be confident.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if they decide at some point to play a little bit more aggressively at mid, like up close on the garage, just pre-picking that boost spot. But it looks like we are going to see XP3 once again with the op, and he is going to be mid, so we'll keep our eyes on him. He's going to smoke out the garage. I'm curious if he's going to be looking for this boost spot or not. Looks like he's actually trying to see if anybody's going to come out the main garage, but he's pretty much smoked off. Going to throw some nades here. I'm surprised they're not pre-peeking that boost spot. Daze has done it every single round. They might be able to catch iBUYPOWER off guard if he's able to op over the smoke there. So we're going to go ahead and see once again iBUYPOWER taking full control of mid. AZK towards the fence. We got Dazed over here towards the A connector. Bomb is going to be up on, I believe. It is actually dropped for right now as people are just trying to get picks here. You do see Dazed picking up connector, but TM takes him down. It's a nice shot there from TM. See if he can do some more here. But it looks like the bomb is actually going to be making its way towards B. Once again, we do see the split here from Checkers and main. Anger going to be in the main. A couple players inside Checkers. Warden and Storm will once again be forced to try to hold A here. We'll switch to Storm as he does have the FAMAS here peeking, but AZK going to take him out immediately. Switch over here to Moses right now, who's actually rotated through heaven. Warden does go down in the process. He's going to get mollied and forced to fall back. Adren gets the pick onto TM in the process, so now a 4 versus 1. Moses going to just get pressed by AZK through the smoke, and now iBUYPOWER up 8-2. And it seems like I have I guess the lack of luck on some of these matches. They've been so one-sided, the ones that I've casted so far, it seems.
Yeah, it's still the first map, so anything could happen in the next two, but looks like iBUYPOWER almost has this one in the bag. Being 8-2, U5's money's been in terrible trouble the entire time. And iBUYPOWER has been great the entire time. They don't think they had to save like one time. So, yeah, looks like U5 is actually playing mid on their ecos and not the run rounds.
Yeah, they do try to stack there, but AZK is going to get the pick pretty much immediately. We see Storm trying to get aggressive here in Checkers. He'll get taken down as well. Switch over here to AZK. Going to go ahead and get some damage dealt there, but Daze is catching the frags. AZK catches the last one. And so once again, another round in the pocket of iBUYPOWER as the score now will be 9-2. So they're definitely looking pretty sharp right now.
Yeah, definitely. If you were U5, what would you do? If you're not going to play mid, what's another way that you think that you could stop this? Because I think
maybe press A main and at least get control of that.
Yeah, maybe push like up B or push up A main.
Right. At least push something and get control of one side of the map if you're not going to control mid.
They're mid this round. 3 guys.
Yeah, Daze actually doesn't even boost this time. It seems like they're not going to mess around with that. They're actually going to go straight towards A. So we'll switch to TM, who's going to be in the area here with the M4. As they will go ahead and start throwing some grenades in here. They're going to molly off quad, eliminating that spot as a thing they have to worry about peeking. A good idea here. And here come the Terrace come spilling in. We'll stay on TM. He's going to get a rotate here, but Daze going to be able to pick up one frag, trying to get a second, but Warden actually is going to take him down with the auto sniper here. We'll switch over to him. He's kind of smoked out right now, though, and AZK going to take him down immediately. Now it's all up to Moses, who's actually on the A flank. We'll see what he can do here. Skadoodle is going to be spotting it, though, with the AK. And another round goes to iBUYPOWER.
It's almost like they can hear us. It's the one round they actually play there, iBUYPOWER doesn't go. I think they've gone mid almost every other round besides maybe like an eco round. But
yeah, it's pretty much been Daze and AZK getting boosted and then controlling mid, or sometimes they'll just run straight out the garage doorway.
Yeah, and I think XP3 has been getting outshot a lot too, so that has something to do with it. It's not just the mid situation. Adren's been hitting some nice shots onto him.
Looks like he's going to get boosted this time with the op, maybe? That's what it appears to be. Maybe not. Decides against it because of that nade stack. We'll once again start executing here on A. It's an eco round for U5. They have a lot of members over here at the A-bomb site. We're going to be watching them here, trying to see if they can attack in. XP3 at the quad. Going to do some damage there at A main. Warden, oh my goodness, Warden getting some nice shots there. He already kills 2 on the flank, looking for more, but AZK will take him down. We're going to switch back over here to TM. He's trying to get some kills. XP3 and TM both get kills. This is huge. It's all going to be all up to Anger now in a 1 versus 4. The eco round could come in here. Anger, nice shot on the Storm, though. And the rest of the members of U5 Some of them are on very low HP, especially TM and Moses. If Anger actually gets that grenade out on TM, he's going to be dead. And there it is. And so now it's just going to be Warden and XP3 here against Anger. Anger still has 45 seconds left. Spots one at quad. Unsure where the other one is. Now he knows. Nice shot there on the Moses. It looks like he can get more, but no, XP3 will save the day, as it will now be a 10-3 score. United5 finally finding some success after losing 4 rounds in a row, as you can see there from the graph. So nice to finally see them have some success.
Yeah, and after that nade stack, mid, I think iBUYPOWER jumped the gun, like rushing nade so quickly, because it's so fast to rotate. After you pre-nade mid, they could be 5 guys in A like we saw there. They should have just regrouped and kind of slowed down and not just taken A right away. I think those grenades just kind of flustered a little bit.
Right on, so we are going to go ahead and watch once again as we see, it looks like iBUYPOWER thinking about maybe going mid again here. We do see Daze boosted, but he's not necessarily exposing himself completely. We see XP3 trying to take some shots here through the smoke, but so far not landing anything just yet. But he is waiting here. Going to go ahead and spot the boost spot. Oh, what a headshot onto Daze that XP3 just delivered. That was a nice one, as it will actually prevent mid control this time. As you can see, Moses is able to press all the way up to Vince with Warden. So this is a much better situation for United5. It's what you were talking about doing earlier, and it seems like maybe a little bit of telepathy there or something like that is going to allow them to do it, as they are getting lots of kills here. Go ahead and switch over here to Storm, as it looks like we are going to see a B hit here so far from iBUYPOWER. Skadoodle and Anger trying to step in here. Storm throwing some shots down. Skadoodle actually able to catch the frag. Skadoodle with another frag. He's actually going to get the bomb plant as well. Fakes it, gets off another frag from Skadoodle. Can he win it for iBUYPOWER? He has to reload. He has 13 HP. He's jumping up on top of the sight boxes. He's trying to outmaneuver XP3, and he gets it. What a play from Skadoodle. That's an ace round for him. We were able to catch the last 3 frags at least, but holy cow, we were talking about how well he's been able to transition from being the lead sniper on the team to kind of giving that to Adren and becoming more of a rifler, not having too much trouble there.
Yeah, and he tricked XP3 really bad on that. Jumping up on those 2 boxes. He had no idea you could even do that. I don't even think I do. So, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it done.
Yeah. But, last round here, like you said, last round though, they started doing it like I was clairvoyant, but it's too late at this point.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see a huge A hit. U5 stacking 4 mid, actually. They only have 2 guns to opt from XP3 and Warden with a FAMAS, but they do have a Deagle on TM. But that's not going to do much. This Daze just going to go ahead and step into the site and take it for iBUYPOWER. And it looks like they are going to go ahead and start working to get this bomb planted here. So we'll see if Moses, Storm, and Warden can try to make a retake, but it's going to be difficult. Warden able to execute 1 kill there. We'll switch to him. He's on the flank with Moses. Warden actually with 2 frags. Storm goes down. Up to Warden and Moses. Warden another headshot there. Excuse me, a wall bang shot. And Warden could get the ace in response to Skadoodle maybe, but Skadoodle going to fight back instead now. 1 versus 1. Moses versus Skadoodle here. Can Skadoodle clutch again? Moses jumping on top of Red. Skadoodle's hiding behind the quad. The bomb is planted, of course. It's ticking away. Moses trying to maneuver around. They both have low HP. Moses gets the kill, but can he get the defuse in time? It should be. Yeah, he's going to get it. So that is going to be the end of the first half. 11-4 is the score. A rough start for United5, but at least, as you can see from the graph, their wins were really spread out. They were never really able to establish any kind of momentum. It was just maybe finding a round here or there. And so they definitely struggled in that first half. Yeah. But their T side, when I casted it against iBUYPOWER yesterday, was pretty good. They had some really good hits on the A bomb site and such. It was just those post-plant 3v3 type situations after the trading where they seem to struggle. So if they can fix that, there is definitely a chance they can come back in this game.
Yeah, and I talked to him last night too. But they've been working on the communication from yesterday. They realized that it's been slacking for some players, so maybe they can fix that for those post plants.
I certainly hope so. I'd like to see this match get a little bit closer. Of course, the pistol round will be United5's opportunity to start knocking on the door of a comeback if they can just put this round away. So we will see what they have cooked up. Looks like we are going to see 3 of them by armor. We have XP3, who's going to be the nade guy, I guess you could say. As he's going to be the one without armor, but has all the grenades. So we'll kind of keep our eye on him, see what he's thinking about throwing here. Looks like a smoke mid. Decoys mid as well. The bomb is actually going to be going B, but there's 3 members towards B. for the CT side. We see AZK and Adren all in here. AZK going to be inside the site, able to get some help from Skadoodle there. Gets one kill. AZK still up here trying to find a kill, but can't get it. Storm and Moses come in here. They're going to be able to get the spawn plant. It's going to be up to Dazed and Anger to try to retake. Dazed spotting from heaven. Anger was able to get one frag coming through the vents here. Going to get you another headshot on the Warden. A great one. Looking at Generator, spotting one there, but gets dinked to 1 HP by Moses. Daze is still up 2 with 9. Now he's the last man standing, and both terrorists left have pretty good health, so it's going to be a tough play, and Storm will go ahead and finish it off. So a nice pistol round there from United5 that is going to allow them to start that comeback process.
Yeah, and as long as they don't mess up on these ecos, they can get a quick, easy 3 rounds, go into the first gun round. If they can win that, they get the momentum and just keep rolling rounds together and make this match really close. It looks like iBUYPOWER is going to elect for the armor for their second round.
Yeah, they had armor, and they do buy some 5.7s and 250, so they're definitely going for the win here. Looks like United5, from what I can tell here, are going to be heading towards A. 1 squeaky for A main, so we'll kind of keep our eye on Dazed here. He's going to be playing the forklift area, so we'll be able to see this main cross as well as maybe spot out Warden when he opens the door. Anger going to be playing the corner. This crossfire didn't work out too well against U5 yesterday, but the retakes were good from the rest of their players. We'll see how it changes here. Daze trying to hold off with the 5.7, gets taken down immediately. Anger takes down immediately as well by TM, so we'll catch AZK here on the rotation. He's looking for blood here with the 5.7 from Truck. Gonna get spotted down by Moses pretty quickly. Now Skadoodle all alone, seeing what he can do, but I think he's just maybe gonna try to save his armor and pistol or get an exit frag, but yeah, he's probably not even gonna be able to get anything. He won't. XP3 will take him down, so 11-6, the game's starting to get a little bit closer now.
Yeah, and they didn't lose anybody too. When iBUYPOWER buys armor like that, you expect them to get at least maybe 2-3 kills, and they didn't lose anybody. So very nice anti-eco from U5, even though it was a buy, it's still considered an eco.
Will certainly be a full eco this round, as they can't afford to buy anything at this point unless they are planning on ecoing next round or something. It looks like they still did actually pick up 2 250s, one on Skadoodle, one on Anger. It looks like we do see them stacked pretty heavily at A. You can see all 5 are going to be there on the A side of the map, and unfortunately, pretty much everybody from U5 is going B. So it might be one of those weird situations where iBUYPOWER doesn't even attempt to retake. I see that happen sometimes, or they may just all try to press B simultaneously, which seems to be the case here. They're all starting to flood mid and press through A main to T spawn, while Anger will be working CT over to that B bomb site. Bomb is, of course, going to be planted. So we're trying to see what happens here. iBUYPOWER being cautious, maybe just looking for exit frags here in T spawn.
Yeah, most likely. If they can get a couple Galils, that would be worth it for them. I don't think all of iBUYPOWER bought armor, so I don't think they're going to have an opera for next round.
XP3 takes out Daze there, and Skadoodle trying to make the trade. XP3 going to take him out as well. Warden takes out Adren. AZK looking for something. TM takes him out as well. So Anger, the only person who remains alive after all of that. So great job there from United5. They're able to bring the scoreboard as close as possible here.
Alright, set up.
Win this round, big round.
I'll smoke mid.
You have a smoke?
No kit. I have a smoke kit.
Wow, yeah,
zero
we have
kits.
kits.
Zero
That's
kits.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. You smoking
I'm
mid?
storming, I'm fine.
Yeah.
They just let you listen in a little bit there on iBUYPOWER as they were trying to set up their CT strategy. Looks like they are playing a little bit more presence at mid. They're still passive, but at least they have more eyes on it here. As we are going to see Daze that was over there in the area originally, as we are going to see actually Skadoodle going to be opening the first couple of frags here. Gets taken down by fire, but Adren and AZK still have a nice crossfire here in the site. We will switch to AZK here, trying to hold up. We're getting a rotation from his team, though. Able to take out Warren, steps out looking for more, but TM able to take him down instead. Daze now here in heaven. The bomb is down. Spot checkers able to get the final 2 frags, and a round goes right back to iBUYPOWER. As you said, that was a huge round that they said, and in fact was. Winning that first gun round in the second half was able to put at least a halt to that momentum that U5 started to establish with that pistol victory.
Yep, correct. I think most of them kept their Galils too, so at least U5 can fully buy this round. But now they are pretty here for money besides Moses. Both teams are actually here for money, so.
Yeah, curious to see what happens this round. Looks like we are going to see U5 once again just kind of split up, but the bomb is going to be on Moses. He's going to be boosting some players at mid, it looks like, so we'll keep our eye on Daze, who's watching for this boost. actually did a little bit of nade damage there to a few of those players. I think that may deter them from actually trying to boost mid. So we're just kind of seeing what's going on here. We see Adren just kind of being passive there. Also now just going to rotate over to A. So just kind of curious to see what U5 wants to cook up here, as they are running a couple of players towards that mid connector. Adren is going to keep an eye on it, though. We'll see him peek out. Going to get flashed, though. Kind of falling back over here towards the truck. Now he'll just be watching CT spawn. In the meantime, they actually took control of A main. So we were talking about this earlier. What can you do if you're not going to control mid? Press something else. And so iBUYPOWER has control of A main, so they pretty much have U5 pinched off in mid. U5 is going to have to commit either vents or backtrack to B lobby. Or pressing the CT spawn, and Adren kind of has that CT spawn covered, and the rest of the angles seem to be in the sights of iBUYPOWER as well. But Adren tries to step into mid and get a kill. He gets taken down immediately. Dave's trying to recover, but it's not happening. Warden, Moses, and company will overwhelm that CT spawn area as well as the B bomb site. So Anger going to be all alone here, as he's going to be trying to sit outside that B lobby. He's not going for the win at all. Just going to try to hold into this AK, maybe get some exit frags. There are plenty of low health players on U5 right now, so maybe he catches a couple of them. But either way, U5 does come back for that gun round, making the score 12-7.
Yeah.
12-8, excuse me.
Yeah, and 2 of the U5 guys were pushed up into Z Hall as well. So they just sat there too. So after their teammates rushed into B, got the picks, they just killed the rotators that were coming through CT spawn in middle, which is a pretty nice play. That's why even at mid is another shot in the foot. You don't play it. But looks like Anger's going to keep his gun. His team's probably going to save still this round, but at least he has an AK to work with.
Yeah, that gives him something, right? And Anger will hold on to it, looks like. So we do see a 250 on Adren, but AZK, Skadoodle, and Dave's looking like they're just going to full save.
Yep. So, and Anger's a good player to have this gun too, because he can get, sometimes he can get aggressive and get some nice entry headshots too. So he's really nice aim.
Yeah, as you can see, they're just getting all aggressive here on A, actually pressing squeaky door and leaving a couple in the A lobby. Meanwhile, U5 just going back to that bread and butter mid control early. And they'll get it. And they don't really have any presence at B. They're looking like they want to do like a mid A split, at least initially, but I'm sure